Hi, I'm Jamie Sorcher with Sound and Vision magazine. I'm here with our contributing writer, Jim Wilcox, to take a look at this custom installation do-it-yourself project. Tell me a little bit about this room, obviously very uncluttered and clean.
The house is right on the river. We didn't really want to have anything that detracted from that view, and we thought that the plasma was probably the best way to go.
Now, which one did you go with?
I went with an NEC. We decided to go with a 50-inch. This room opens up onto an open kitchen area where we do spend a lot of time watching TV, and the 42-inch was just a little bit too small.
You did in-ceiling speakers. Tell me a little bit about those.
Obviously, keeping with that clean, uncluttered aesthetic, we decided to go with the Sonance in-wall and in-ceiling speakers. We have 3 across the rear in the ceiling, as you can see there, and then 3 across the front in a 6.1 channel configuration. They were really easy to install. They had templates for the cutouts, and they also had a template so that you can actually paint the speakers while they're installed in the wall.
Now tell me a little bit about this setup here.
So I tried to use as much existing gear as I could. So I'm using a Denon 3805 receiver. It's a great receiver for the money. It's great sounding audio.
Obviously a lot of the gear is exposed. Do you plan to keep it like this, or what's going on with that?
The way that the house was wired, there's a conduit of wires that's going straight down to the basement. Eventually we'll have a rack down there. All this equipment will no longer exist in the living room. So for the time being, I'm living with it like this.
Okay, and this gear over here, now this is also going down to the basement as well?
There's some old Macintosh gear, there's a newer piece of Macintosh and a B&K power amp. All that stuff's going to be down in the basement. Some of it for use in a home theater system, some of it for 2-channel audio. We have a pair of Martin Logan, amazing sounding speakers. They'll probably be the center point of the home theater system in the basement. And then this Hitachi 55-inch rear, CRT projection
Big, bulky TV.
Yes, it's a relic of yesteryear. It's really just too big for this room. I'm thinking that if we bring that downstairs, that's what I can use for everyday viewing for TV and stuff.
And then what's going to take over this space, or that's still to be determined?
Work in progress. Welcome to my bedroom.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about the setup here. Obviously, like downstairs, very uncluttered.
We just went with a very simple solution. It's a 42-inch plasma TV, again NEC. We decided as a signal source to use DirecTV, which we have, there are 3 of them right now throughout the house, and we'll probably have a 4th in the basement. And then for surround sound, we went with a single enclosure. It's a Z-Box system, and what they do is use an array of multiple drivers and some DSP to create sort of a phone surround sound, but a surprisingly convincing one.
So 1 speaker and surround sound.
Right. So 1 small box and pretty much fills the room with sound.
Sounds like a good solution.
Watch your head, Jamie.
Okay. Oh, this is definitely a work in progress down here.
Yes, as you may be able to tell, things didn't turn out exactly as they were originally imagined. This is our air conditioning and furnace. It had to be located in the basement. So my thought is that I'm probably going to have to build a soffit completely around all of this stuff.
What about the noise factor with all of this?
Well, I'm thinking about perhaps building some kind of isolation room to block out the sound from this.
Show me what's over here with all of this spaghetti wire.
During the installation of the house, we had all the wiring sort of pre-configured. So we ran all the AV and Cat5, which is the networking wire, down here. Wire's cheap, labor's expensive, so pull as many wires as you think you'll ever need and do it now rather than later. So that's what we did.
Future-proofing.
Exactly. In the other part of the basement is where it all terminates. That's the demarc area. Put an electrical sub-panel down on the other side so that we can run electrical from this room itself. So as soon as I'm good to go, the wire's good to go. So there are always going to be some issues that arise that you just can't control. So don't freak out about it. Somehow you'll deal with the solution. Try to figure out where you need the help. I tried to do as much as I could on my own, but there were just some things that really, without the advice and help from Hudson Valley Home Media, I wouldn't have been able to really complete on my own.
We hope you enjoyed the tour today. For more on Jim's do-it-yourself adventures, check out future issues of Sound and Vision magazine.